What up? What up? What up? Back here with your man Rooster. Thank you all for coming back today. We're gonna give out some game balls to our South Carolina Gamecocks from their victory from week 1. But some exciting news, right? South Carolina moves up in the AP Top 25. There's some feelings hurt about it, some crying from the Tennessee folk, but we don't care, right? They've been crying for 3 years. I just think it's funny, and I love to harass them. Anyway, big win for South Carolina. Moves up to number 10. 10th ranked South Carolina AP Bowl going into week 2 against South Carolina State. Should be a good win. Should be also a week where we get some guys that have been banged up, rested up, not playing this week. Should get a lot of the backups and the younger guys and younger kids into this game. Hopefully, get some quarterbacks, some backup quarterbacks, some guys like Aaron Nolan and Cutter Wood, some experience and getting into some game reps this week. Some other running backs I'm sure we'll see this week. Matthew Fuller, Juwan Howell playing against his former team. How about that? Juwan Howell playing against South Carolina State, his former team. He'll be excited about that. And we'll break down the game a little bit later on during the week. We're also going to break down each individual. You know, we talked about the O-line yesterday, and I'm sorry if I came across a little bit harmful about the O-line. And I don't mean to be that way, and I don't want to be that way, but there's just something about that O-line we got to work on, and I'm not going to get back into that because I want to celebrate today. I want to hand out some game balls. MVP of the game I'm going to hand out today also. So let's celebrate the top 10. Let's just shove it in some people's face. Vol, man, I'm talking to you. That's right. Yeah. You know why? Because Rooster don't give a shit about you. I just don't. I don't give a damn about no Vol, man. I don't give a damn about no whatever other man want to diss our team. Anyway, but let's talk about a little bit. So we'll go through some stats. Y'all have heard it beaten to a lot, I'm sure, a million times. Lenore Sellers, 12 of 19 for 209 with a touchdown. Should have had 2 tutties. Should have had 2. Oscar Attaway, 14 carries for 60 yards, average 4.3. My man Oscar, that's my buddy. Oscar Attaway Jr. Had supported my old channel, always pop by on live streams. Oscar just been kind of one of my favorites since he moved over from North Texas. Rasul Faison, 7 carries for 40 yards, 5.7. Good average there for Rasul, 5.7. We expected that out of him. Lenore's 13 for 25, 1.9, but we know he got his rushing yards kind of got dinged on the sacks. 4 sacks, we'll take that out. Hell, he'd have probably had over, I'd say, a good 50, over 50 yards running. But you know what? If we can win games and not wear our quarterback out running, then let's do that. Let's save the legs for SEC play. What do y'all think? When we need it, we need it. But there's no need to take a chance on getting our quarterback hurt. If we don't need to, because South Carolina making a playoff, we're going to need him for extra games. Nick Harbor, 3 catches, 99 yards, 1 touchdown, average 33 yards per catch. Should have 4 catches and 2 touchdowns. But, you know, after watching the North Carolina game last night, and the tight end, I know he got kind of rocked and knocked out. The ball came out, hit the ground, they gave him the catch. I don't understand it at all. If anything, that is definitely not a catch, but it should have been targeting. Targeting and these catches are the 2 most confusing fucking rules in college football. Excuse my French, but it is. We don't know what a catch is anymore. We don't know what the hell a damn targeting is anymore. I'm so confused by it. Brady Hunt had some great plays coming out, catching some swing passes, getting down the sideline, 4 catches, 45 yards. Oscar Attaway also some receive. See, now I called for this all year last year. If any of you guys, and a lot of you guys were around for the Gamecock Grind show and channel that I had last year, I begged and begged and begged for Dow Loggins to throw the ball to the running backs. If you want to slow down a defensive front, get it out to your running backs, let them sneak out, dump it down to him, get some screen passes going. That's how you slow down a pass rush. And I expect to see that once we get it into some tougher teams that bring another pass rush. Maybe Mizzou. We'll learn more about Mizzou this week when they play Kansas. We'll talk about some more of that as the week comes. Donovan Murphy, 1 catch, 21 yards. Maurice Brown, 1 catch for 14, which was right there to start the game. Maurice looking jacked. That's right. Wearing 44, got the neck brace on. Looked like a real fullback out there. Did a lot of blocking, too. I mean, it's not always about what these guys have in the stats column. It's also the blocking. Fred Johnson, 6 tackles, 4 assisted, 1 interception. I think Fred had 10. This might be a bad stat. I don't know. Maybe that's a total. They just got it kind of mixed up there. DQ, they say 5 tackles, 1 assisted tackle. Monkel Goodwine, 3 tackles, 2 assisted. Of course, Peyton Williams with the interception. My man Fred, you can call me Fred. You can call me Fred. I remember that reporters asking that when he does interviews. Would you prefer being called Fred or you be JR? Like, you can call me Fred. You can call me JR. So my new name for Fred Johnson is you can call me Fred. Right? You can call me Fred. Dylan Stewart with the sack. Jatius Gear also added a sack. South Carolina only had 2 sacks on the day, but we got held. Held. Punt returns, Vakari Swain, 3 returns, 80 yards, average 26.7 with 1 touchdown. Fire, Beamer ball. Williams Joyce, 1 for 1 field goal, 27 yards. And extra points, he had a total of 6. Mason Love averaged 47.8. His total punts in 5 punts was 239 yards. Mason did a great job. Great job punting the ball on Sunday. Mason, if you listen to this, tell your mother or Miss Marissa, if you find me, we're here. We got a new channel going. Come back and join us. Miss Marissa Love was a big supporter of my old channel also. So that's kind of the stats, but I want to get through MVP. Who do we think will be the MVP of the game for South Carolina against Virginia Tech? Boy, it was just kind of tough, honestly, because there was players making plays. And, of course, the quarterback is always your MVP. So I did roll out with Lenore Sellers getting the MVP of the major game ball for the MVP. But kind of really was thinking Vakari Swain, who was another one of my favorite picks when South Carolina was able to sign him through recruiting. All right, Mr. Victor Swain, if you find me another parent and supporter of the Rooster Man, the old channel. So if anybody knows any of these parents that can get the word out, tell them to come over here and look for Always Cocky with Rooster. I'd love to have the parents of the players back on the channel. Offensive, I'm going to hand out a separate game ball offensively, and I'm going with Nick Harbor. Why Nick? He deserves it. All the hard work that he's put in over the summer, stepping away from track, just working his ass off to improve his game. What's it, right? 3 catches, might as well say 100 yards, 1 touchdown. Should have had 2 touchdowns. But Nick also played special teams and had a big hit early in the game on special teams. So my game ball goes to Nick. Hold on, let me get the game balls out here. Oh, and this is my friend Mr. Terry Hill gave me this. So we're going to use the actual South Carolina Gamecock ball to give out game balls. First one goes to you, Nick Harbor. All the hard work you put in over the summer, getting better. Nick Harbor, first Gamecock. Game ball, offensively. Defense, we just talked about him, right? You can call me Fred. I'm giving it to you can call me Fred. Another tough decision because I know Dylan Stewart only had 1 sack. Dylan Stewart disrupted all day. He was shot out of a cannon And they had to count for him every time. So you can call me Fred. You getting your first game ball? South Carolina game ball. Buddy, you can call me Fred. But defensively, everybody really played well. And it was hard. I really should have just gave game ball to the whole defense. We heard all off season, well, they lost so many guys to the NFL in that defense. And I put out a video talking about our front seven. If you guys didn't catch on to that video, I'll post it at the end of this one, and you can click on and go over and check that out. And I was talking about all the guys. You can call me Fred, Sean Murphy, J.O., interior defensive line. Talked about them guys. I'm like, y'all not realizing this team may be better at stopping the run because of the size of the guys inside. Nothing against TJ and all the guys from last year. This is just a bigger group of guys. So they mangle up the middle and make it hard to run in the middle. And then Troy Pikes, what a surprising guy he was. We heard good things about him, but we really didn't know. And I noticed in one of, I don't know if they did it more than once, but I did catch it one time where they brought out like that rabbit defense thing where they had all the pass rushers, and Troy Pikes was out there with Dez Yu, Dylan Stewart, and Brian Thomas. And I remember, I think it was Gamecock Chuck and Jordan Dealmaker. I punched in I was on their live chat while the game was going on, and I chatted. If you haven't, Gamecock Chuck does live game streams, and I'll chat with him through him and Ronald through text or comments. And I said, hey, did y'all see that defensive front? I don't think they caught my comment, but yeah, they had that rabbit defense out there. Dez was like a defensive tackle. They had Pikes at defensive tackle, and of course then Thomas and Stewart on the edges. So they tried to bring some heat and switch up that front. I think we'll see that a lot more in the future. I don't know how many people caught that, and I didn't hear anyone ask Shane Beamer about it. That's what I say. I just want to give props to everybody. I did make some notes on this. Special teams, of course, my man Vakari Swain definitely gets the special teams ball, but it could have been Mason Love. Averaging almost 48 yards a punt was great. So a lot of players have stepped up and made South Carolina, I don't think, it may be a touch better than last year. We don't know. We'll get answers on the wide receivers. I just think that's kind of a game where it got out. And we tried to run the ball a little too much and then spread it around. I think that changes this week. You'll throw the ball around a little bit more against South Carolina State and try to get some confidence in your wide receivers. I know Beamer said that Jared Brown, I guess, was kind of dinged up or something. Michael Smith, was he dinged up? Did he not do right in practice? We don't know what it was. But he did get into the game, and they had a plan to use him more. They just, these games flow to whatever's going on. So the best made plans don't always work out. So you got to adjust on the fly. And that's what makes really good coaches great coaches, is because they can. My freshman of the week, though, is Mason Love. That's you, Mason. Just by what we just said. I know he's not a true freshman. He's a redshirt freshman, but he's my freshman of the week, and he did a wonderful job. We didn't really get to see a lot of true freshmen out there, so it was kind of hard to find a true freshman to say, hey, you're the freshman this week. But Mason didn't really play a lot last year. I don't know if he might have kicked a couple kicks last year in a few games, but with Kyle on the team, I don't know if he ever really got to kick anything in a live game. So to me, he's still my freshman of the week. Thank you, Mr. Mason Love, for doing the job that you did and helping South Carolina win the football game. That's kind of what I wanted to celebrate today. I wanted to bring a little celebration after my little negativity yesterday. We can't always be negative, right? We got to look for the bright spots. And everybody, the team did a wonderful job. We know what the issues are. The coaches know what the issues are. We put our faith in Shane Beamer and that coaching staff to fix the issues and make that team much better. You have a few weeks before you have to get into SEC play. Now you got some stuff on film that you can go work on. You can show the guys. You can kind of grill them over. But other than that, can you really complain about the game? Yes, you had some offensive issues. It happens a lot in these game ones. I mean, at least we didn't go out there and pull Alabama. We could have went out there and pulled Alabama, but we didn't. Anyway, we're still celebrating the win. Looking forward to Saturday watching South Carolina play again against South Carolina State. Shouldn't be that competitive, but I want to see what a lot of these young guys we didn't get to see this week does under the lights at Williams-Brice Stadium. They get a night game. They get a great atmosphere. Let's see these young guys really turn it up and gain some confidence this week, and let's learn some more about them personally. But anyway, love all you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Tell everybody about Rooster Man. Come over here. Let's have some fun. Let's talk some Gamecocks. Hey, all you guys that subscribe to this channel, you know, you don't put a message out that I don't answer, or we have conversations in our messages. That's just who I am. I love talking ball. You guys drop comments. I talk with you. I enjoy it because we're all friends over here. This ain't Rooster. This ain't no business for Rooster. This is my friends. This is Gamecock Nation. This is everything that we need to handle business. My little book getting in the way. All right. But anyway, enjoyed talking to all you guys. I appreciate everyone. Hold on. There was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about real quick. Anyway, love all you guys. Appreciate everyone that comes and hangs out with me. And I don't know, my computer went haywire on me. I had something I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I can't get to it. But anyway, love all you guys. We'll talk at you later. Peace.